Hello, hello. It is
Hello,
it is
hello.
I, Mixius. I'm joined with Cloned.
Hello.
Hello. We're gonna be discussion. Fuck. I'm I'm very intelligent. We're gonna be discussing the Venom matchup. He's the newest character, obviously, and a lot of people have been looking forward. They've been asking my opinion, like, "Oh, wow, is this good? Yo, I don't know what to do with these balls. There's so many balls on the screen. I don't know what to do. The balls just attack me." We're gonna lay down our thoughts on the matchup. You know what Slayer can do, what he struggles with. Spoilers. Set play zoner with low health. I think you all know where this is going. I think we're gonna start with round start since that makes the most sense.
Okay.
Uh, I think you can probably take this away since I haven't really labbed the round start that
Yeah.
much. But
Am I good to go for that time?
yeah,
Roundster with Venom is just really weird. Venom has like one strong option against the majority of ours, but it also sends us full screen by taking 2 damage, which is H Stinger. We lose to it,
yeah.
majority of our buttons lose to it, or 2H loses, or 5K loses. But our farm slash does catch it, which means we have pretty high reward for their low reward option. Besides that, Venom doesn't have good buttons to challenge our 5K or 2H, so he's just kind of forced to either back up or do something else. He can dash block up, but that just leads you to the same situation of
Yeah.
you might just die because Slayer clicked bar slash instead of back dandy.
I think backdash is probably the best round start for Venom if he doesn't want to take any like risk, but also like if he gets pile bunkered or if he gets mappa, it might be the end of the round.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Testament matchup where it's either just IED back button or IED back, I think it's Carcass Raid.
Carcass Raid, yeah. Well,
Like,
would he
doing
really
it like
want
air.
to do that?
I mean,
It's
I'm
like,
thinking of it like Testament Fireball.
well, no, Testament Fireball is so much better than Air Carcass though, because Air Carcass is like slightly less shitty Elf Out Fireball.
Yeah,
And no
okay
Elf
then.
Out, yeah, no Elf Out's doing IAD backed Fireball because he can just mappa because counter hit recovery, and that he has to fall to the ground before he can move.
Yeah, this might be a retreat matchup and occasionally dash up to try it the call out. So,
I think Far Slash might be good, but it
Fire
loses
Slash
the Dandy Step. It
it
loses the
loses the
Dandy
dandy
Step.
it loses the far slash since we trade, but
Yeah.
you guys trade with a stagger hit,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
just get air pressure again.
Yeah, it's
And
kind
then
of fucked
we'll
for
lose our
him.
5K. Yeah.
Kinda
I haven't
fucked for him.
tested 5H at all with Roundstar, but I'm guessing it's bad.
Oh, 5H from Venom, yeah, he's fucking dying.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2H is probably pretty good too for Slayer, since big disjoint, and if he gets counter hit by it, he loses.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if
if
he
Venom
doesn't
actually
have
decides
burst.
to back block, we just catch him because he doesn't have a good back block
Oh
speed.
yeah, dude, 2H to catch backwalk is so good, but that's a topic for another day.
Hell, we can back block and they can back block and we can still snipe them.
Oh my god. If only Happy Chaos was like this, dude. Anyway.
Only if.
If only. Fuck that guy. Alright, I think that covers round start. I think we should go to neutral. This is probably the most complicated part of it since there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of like stuff either side hasn't figured out. Like, not only do us Slayer players not really know what we're doing, the Venom players don't know what they're doing. So, from what I've gathered, it's a lot of... It feels like brute force because we have more health, and eventually if we get in, Venom could die. And he's probably going to. Dandy Step is very good, especially fucking Bump Ahead. When I played you with Venom, I was like, I can't whiff punish this. This character's pokes are way too slow. I'm getting 5K'd or I'm getting Dandy Stepped again and I'm dying.
Like, the biggest thing I've noticed about Venom or Venom neutral is Venom doesn't have good disjoints against ours. Even if he 5K balls to try to approach us, we can 2H him out of the dash cancel.
Yeah, I don't think he has any usable disjoint. The only one he has is fucking 5H and 6P. It's like, congrats, man.
Yeah, congrats, you're gonna die to 2H now.
Cool 5H, man.
But yeah, as you said, we can just kind of brute force our way in. It's a lot like the Testament matchup, where if we get hit by a fireball, we just kind of don't care.
Like, the only way that we really care is if he gets a hard knockdown. Venom's biggest weakness is the fact that he has such good neutral, except he can't, what does it accomplish? It's like, oh, I tickled them. And if, for say, Slayer gets counter hit K-Mappa, you're going to the corner. And he's probably going to be plus, or he's gonna fuck you up with Dandy RPS. And Venom can't afford to take that.
Venom is doing chip damage in neutral against someone who can deal 50 for one move.
There's sometimes where if you are kind of mindlessly brute forcing and you're not really paying attention to your damage and you look up, Venom can chunk you sometimes. But it's usually like you get hit by like 50 balls because you're not paying attention and you're just kind of wanting to kill him. And even then, like he could still fucking die. A stinger is very good though. It forces him to jump, which is not bad for Slayer, since like Faust forces you to IAD, and that's not really a bad matchup. Slayer tends to like it when he can kind of mix you up on where he's gonna go horizontally. Like, is he gonna fully extend with K-Mappa? Is he gonna wait and whiff punish? Is he gonna go back with K-Dandy? And Stinger is just like, alright, Fireball, go. He gets a soft knockdown off of it too, so, you know, reward is pretty nice. However, again, if he gets IAD'd over, he's dead.
Like, any hard call-out on the Slayer's player side is just pain for the Venom.
I think we can end neutral here. I think we could keep listing this off, but it'd just be like, okay, he does this, it's kind of good, but if he gets called out, he dies. It can work, especially if the Slayer player is super inexperienced, then I think he has a pretty good shot, but the risk reward is like universal. It's never gonna change.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about offense or defense first?
I've gone on about offense since that's where I feel strong. Our offense against Venom is kind of nutty. He doesn't have really good pokes if we know how to space ourselves correct. Like against the P-Mappa spacing trap, we can just slam 5k all day and Venom can't do much.
Yeah, because the extended hurt box, right?
Extended hurt box and our 5k hurt box doesn't go out till the active frame.
Dude, that button's so stupid.
It's so the moment that button gets nerfed, I'm out of the career. What's the biggest thing I was seeing about Slayers struggling on offense is that they're not spacing their dandy steps and they'll just get 2S every time.
Yeah, because of the active frames. He's got 5k, 2S, 2P. I hate obnoxious, really large 2Ps. Good lord. Anji, Bedman, Venom, dude. Stop! But yeah, I mean, it's tough, but like it's just RPS, and then again, if we're right, he dies. If he's right, we go back to neutral where we already kind of win.
We're playing against offense against a non-DP character. That's like the general gist of the story.
His backdash is just alright. Right? It's perfectly average, which isn't great against Slayer. It can work, especially if they're good with it, but
if someone realizes how to empty Dandy, well, you just kind of die. H-Stinger might be good if you want a hard call-out Dandy, but you're just doing shit for an option Slayer. Took like 0 risk for.
Last thing I think we can cover before we just go into like summary. I think we just gotta go over defense. You got the floor for this one.
Yeah, I laughed this out like crazy because one of my friends picked up Venom. We can Panda Doom so much pressure. And especially after like his mix, when he goes like JD, we can backdash it since of how far a backdash moves back.
Yeah.
So if the Venom ever enters JD and we know what side he's on, we can just backdash it and then 5k punish.
A core Venom mix-up is like aerial, and it's either JD or 2k, and we can backdash both of those.
Like they actually have to like take a risk on their offense to catch your backdash, which risking against Slayer is always not good.
Oh yeah. You can 5p and beat JD, and anti-air 5p with Slayer. Huzzah! You won! The opponent died.
Venom's ending pressure in Q5 are asking to die. There's -7 against Slayer. You are asking to perish.
You can also backdash that, right? And then
you can Hand Doom it very consistently, because if they charge it, your Hand Doom will backdash it but move forward in time. And if they do attack, we'll just backdash the active.
I think you can like slightly charge it and potentially catch him, but that's like alright.
You have to do a quarter charge at that point.
Yeah, if you got it like that, you got it. Go ahead.
And that's just assuming Slayer doesn't hear backdash and punish you when they die.
Yeah. It's also counter hit recovery, so he gets a full combo.
It's insane. Like, our backdash feels like it just hard kills Venom. Every mix is just getting backdash, and we're entering a spacing that Slayer really enjoys.
There's some mix-ups where it's like delay air dash, like JD. The fact that we can weasel out of his offense so easily just adds to the whole risk reward thing. It's like he's never really winning until he's like actually hitting us. And even then he's gonna give us like 3 million burst. So it doesn't matter.
There's one thing I need to test because I need to see if P-Dandy can actually just swipe under JD.
Maybe because the gap between like JH 2K is so big that you can probably P-Dandy past it.
I'll test it later.
I'll probably put it in the video. I think last little note is just our punish. Venom dies. low guts is the worst possible type of low health you want versus Slayer, since that means pile bunker loops are like going to kill you. With Venom, it's like no matter where he is, no matter how much health he has, he's going to get fucked up. I think that kind of concludes it. Just one last thing. Where do you think Venom is on Slayer's matchup chart? I'm assuming just clean winning.
It's 6-4. I don't think it's like hard winning like Asuka and stuff, but
oh yeah,
I think it is the I could just get stuffed out and get mixed up the entire time.
If the Venom player is like better, they could, but it's like a tall ask.
It's still I'm playing very favorable RPS, so 6-4. I would put it like right next to Bridget or Testament.
I'd say probably 6-4 because Asuka is like 6.5 is ludicrous to play into a tournament, and it really needs to be like I can go into this matchup with the bare sense of how to fight this character and probably come out on top unless they're like goated. Venom has like options, they're just like, oh, he wins, and it's like, okay, now what? Alright, I think that's all. Thank you for coming with me to talk about the matchup today.
No problem.
Clone stuff will be in the description. Go give her a follow, go check out her stuff. You have a Slayer guide out, right, on your YouTube?
It's a stuff that people don't use. It's like Bite BRC and stuff.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put that in the description. Again, thank you for your time. Thank
no
you for
problem.
everyone.
Thank you for letting me talk about the character I love.
No problem. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys later.